Life is magnificent, yes? Give the entire music ministry some love and appreciation. Marianne Lewis is doing such a great job. Scan the audience and just feel the pulse of the Spirit moving through all the beings sitting right here today. Those who have come from near and far to celebrate the divine presence that's within us, that is our very life into being. Extend your consciousness and be aware that there are thousands of people streaming in from around the globe, and we're presencing them right here in our sanctuary. Look to one person, left or right, but don't look at the back of a head. And look at that being and say, my. Oh. There is such beauty in you. Power and poise is all running through you. You're exuding a divine confidence. Divine intelligence is running through you. Pure creativity is oozing through you. Harmonizing prosperity is all over you. I'm speaking life into you. And you've come to set it free, to make a mighty difference on this planet, and to help change the world for the better. Let's be about this together in the here and now, and so it is. Amen. Touch and agree. Give up that handshake, that high five, that hug, whatever. Just feel the invigorating field of love and beauty and intelligence that is magnifying itself here and now as you're seeking, and you have already come out from among them, come out from the lower frequencies of life that speak of a doom and gloom and lack and limitation, and stepping into a field of integrity, that which is an integrity with your soul that has so much gift to give, so much love to share, so much power to exude. You're now co-creating a living field that is as real as electromagnetism. It is spiritual electromagnetism that's allowing you to get a buzz on without any exogenous aspects of life. That means without anything outside of yourself. It's all endogenous. It's all within you. This month, we've been exploring the theme of mental liberation. And we've come to a greater and greater understanding that divine freedom is intrinsic to us, that there is a freedom that has been God-given, that no one can give you. You have to accept it for yourself, that you are free right here in this instant to discover and activate the hidden potential that lies within you. Each and every being is full to overflowing with infinite potential that is bigger than any issue we may be facing individually or collectively as a species, and that the presence of God Almighty, God all beauty, God all joy, sees that potential within you, sees itself in that potential, wants to rise full-orbed, knowing itself as your very life, as you discover and activate and ultimately express that potential. You are free to do this. You have been left alone, that is all one in the Spirit of God, to discover your infinite potential. You may discover it through crisis, you may discover it through insight, but ultimately you will get on an intentional living plan and live daily to discover and activate the potential that was in you, and to set yourselves free so that you may magnify the Lord, you may magnify the great law of life, that you may magnify the presence that is everywhere in its fullness, and that by means of you comes into its own as your very life and as your very being. You are standing right here now. Well, I'm standing here now, but you're standing where you are, on the precipice of a new beginning, moment by moment by moment. And so today we're exploring the theme of it's training day. Keep up, please. It's training day. What do we mean by that? You know, gravity is kicking your butt 24/7. Even while you sleep, the gravitational pull is hanging on to that body temple. And so you must do anti-gravity technologies. You must do anti-gravity weightlifting, yoga, qigong, cardio. You must do something in order for that gravitational pull not to pull you prematurely. And so knowing that you're getting your butt kicked every single day by gravity, and you end up doing anti-gravity technologies, the most important anti-gravity work is your spiritual technologies, because whether you know it or not, you're surrounded by a race consciousness of lack and limitation, fear, doubt, worry, and separation that breeds thought forms of not enoughness, that breeds tributaries of jealousy and envy, hate, and separation. And that is in the newest sphere of the human experience. And unless you're vigilant enough to protect your consciousness, you'll actually download those particular beliefs that are acting as law until neutralized, and you'll find yourself on an up and down trip in life, experiencing everything you don't really want to experience. Are you feeling what I'm saying here today? There is an impending lack and limitation that runs through the human experience. It's not true. It is a lie that acts as a law until you consciously neutralize it. And so you have to embrace the fact that every single day, it's training day. What day is it? Training. What day? Training. What day? Training. It is training day. So that you are training yourself to excellence, not training yourself to other people. You're training yourself to excellence. And otherwise, you're getting to understand that there are principles in the universe, and there are subsequent laws that you can begin to apply, so that you are literally training yourself to the spiritual principles that are a limited description of the mind of God, so that you're not waking up every day and trying to train yourself to other people to get them to do what you think you want them to do, or to like you, or to appreciate you, or to not bother you. No, you're not here to train yourself to other people. You're here to train yourself to the principles of the universe, you see, to the universe. And then as you train yourself to the principles of the universe, the world bends itself according to your frequency and your vibration. You'll be training other people how to deal with you. You see, rather than you training yourself how to deal with other people, that is secondary causative factor. That means you've downloaded your perception, come into the world, and you're seeking to train yourself on how to deal with all of this stuff. No, you stay in first cause, and that is the presence of God and His principles and His laws. You utilize them until they utilize you, and then you discover you're living in a whole new different world. You're living in the world of the frequency of excellence and beauty and love and wholeness and prosperity, the tributaries of which is dynamic health, well-being. Oh, so much joy that is beyond your wildest imagination. You will train yourself even before you go to sleep. You will not go to sleep until you've given your subjective mind some kind of good suggestion. In other words, you're not going to just, oh, I'm so tired, I'm going to go to sleep. Oh, I'm burnt out, I'm going to go to sleep. I've had so much to do, I'm going to go. Forget that nonsense. Listen, you may have had a long day, but when you go to sleep, you tell that subjective mind, you know what? My body's going to heal anything. You tell that subjective mind, all of my needs are met. You tell that subjective mind, even as I sleep, I'm coming more and more and more into the Christ consciousness. You do not go to sleep with all the stuff of the world on you, moving into the subjective regions of your mind, and then displaying themselves in your life. How silly is that? No, you are not silly people. You are people who are in training to excellence. And just like the gravitational pull is pulling on you, and you do physical anti-gravity work to sustain the body temple to be the fit and beautiful instrumentality through which life can shine and glow and flow through you, you will do the anti-gravity work spiritually through your affirmative prayer, through your life visioning, through your meditation, through your declarations, proclamations, decrees, and affirmations until you're training your whole mind to be available and be prepared for more good than you could possibly imagine. Right now, your nervous system, as we discussed at the meditation retreat, is often loaded and coated with preparation for worst-case scenarios. You're prepared for the next negative thing that might happen. And some people are even carrying a superstitious thought that if some good has happened, some bad's about to happen next. We live in a progressive universe. Keep up. We live in a progressive universe. Keep up. We live in a progressive universe. Keep up. The universe is progressive, always unfolding to reveal more and more and more of the infinite nature of the power and the presence and the love of God. Keep up. And so in this dynamic awareness of absolute truth, you're making yourself available. The spiritual practices allow for the anti-gravitational technologies to kick you into high gear so that the evolution that's happening cosmically and universally is happening on an individual level in and as your very life. And then you'll begin to fly. You'll begin to soar, not of your own little making of yourself, but the discovery of the real self and setting it free. And then as you begin to break free from the lower frequencies of life, you begin to break free from those lower conversations, you begin to break free from the pettiness, you begin to break free from the limited point of view, and you begin to soar, you will begin to discover that some conversations with some people just can't happen anymore. Do you realize that butterfly people can't talk to caterpillar people? You know, that's a different language. The butterfly flies and inspires, you see? But the butterfly can't speak to the caterpillar. It can only fly and say, hey, check this out. I'm floating. I'm flying. I used to be where you are. I used to be crawling on my stomach, eating what I could eat. But one day I spit myself into a cocoon. My whole body melted. My old patterns melted. My habit patterns melted. My caterpillarism melted. I became a liquid. And then out of that liquid, the imaginational cells of the Holy Spirit began to move through me. And the next thing I knew, I had wings. and I began to fly like never before. You may not understand what I'm saying. When I'm telling caterpillar, you may not understand what I'm saying. I don't have time for that gossip. I don't have time for that fear. I don't have time for that worry. I don't have time for that doubt. I don't have time for crawling on my stomach. I got some flying to do. Let me inspire you. Let me flow for you. Let me rise for you. Let me live for you. Oh, we are here. It's training day. Training day. Universe is saying, keep up, keep up, keep up, keep up. And so when you begin to understand this, you don't take things personally. In the domain of the thought forms of not enoughness and the tributaries that emerge from the sense of separation, the thought forms that emerge from the sense of separation, you don't take any of that personally. The people are just caught as you used to be in a limited point of view. And so you're not mad at a caterpillar. You just say they're evolving. One day they'll fly. But I'm flying now. You see, I got to go. I've got to fly. You see, everyone take the breath. Release. Breathe. Breathe. Sustain the breath right there with a dynamic feeling of inward celebration of your own soul. And feel there's a celebration going on cosmically, and you're localizing that celebration within your own being. Release. Now, in that dynamic, as we love to do here at Agape International, for those who can, please stand for a moment. And you are vibrationally taking a stand for excellence. You're vibrationally taking a stand for training yourself towards excellence, not other people. You're training yourself for beauty, harmonizing prosperity, pure creativity, divine love, and infinite peace. The essence of God that I've just described, this is what you're training yourself to be in tune with. You're not training yourself to be in tune with other people. You're training yourself to be in tune with the essence of God that then allows you to move through the world of people, but becoming impervious to the lower frequencies and being an inspirational, vibrational tuning fork that allows the essence of your awakening to begin to waken up everybody that's around you. It might disturb some, but it might inspire others. But as the saying goes, you shall know the truth and it shall set you free, but it might piss you off first. For the sleepwalkers, it's like, oh no, I gotta take responsibility for my own life. Oh no. Oh no, it's my own projection. Oh my God, it's my own thoughts. Oh my God, it's my own thoughts that I'm living. It's my own beliefs. Oh no, it'll set you free, but it might get you a little upset at first. And so we want to always be receptive. Open up, put your arms up. Let your consciousness expand. Let that heart open. Say with me, if you will, I'm ready. This is my training day. I'm keeping up with the universal flow. All of my needs are met. Everything is working together for my good. I take personal responsibility for my own life and living. I activate the infinite power that's within me. The able to do all things within me. I'm free. I'm prosperous. I'm joyful. I'm peaceful. I'm beautiful. Oh my God. Somebody scream about it. Let the celebration begin, butterfly people. Let the celebration begin, butterfly people. Let the celebration begin, butterfly people. Woo-wee. Now here's the deal. The sense of celebration that you're feeling is natural to you. It's not unnatural. It's intrinsic. This is who you are. More importantly, this is what you are as a dynamic spiritual being. Your training is about becoming entrained to that vibration of celebration, connectivity, and abundance, and prosperity, and joy, not materialism. I'm not talking materialism. I'm talking about all of your legitimate needs being met, living from the overflow. If you train yourself to people, you'll become entrained to their downward spiral of fear and separation. But if you train yourself to excellence, come in harmony with the presence that is never an absence, you will spiral and expand your awareness to more good than you could possibly imagine, and you become entrained to excellence. What are the benefits of that? You begin to hear wisdom, guidance, and direction in a language and in a way that you can understand as you're about to make a move. It will tell you, is this excellent or is this mediocre? Is this an excellent move or is this a mediocre move? Is this an excellent move or is this simply a protective move? You'll be able to feel the difference. And then you'll walk hand in hand, heart and soul with the presence. And you'll watch as your old life melts in the cocoon of despair and no longer usefulness. And you'll rise with a greater readiness to reveal more life than you have ever imagined. Hands up, heart open. I'm available to more good than I've ever imagined. I'm just beginning. I'm barely scratching the surface. I have infinite potential. I'm discovering and activating it right now. I set myself free. And it's happening right now. Scream about it. Stomp your feet, clap your hands. And just say, I love my life. See, you got to love your life. Nobody else going to love it if you don't love it. You see, you can't wait for somebody to come love your life. If you don't love it, then you will repel folks that would want to love it, you see? And so I love my life. I love what I am. I love the gifts within me. I love the power within me. And here's one other thing that we dialogued about at the retreat. You want to know that you can trust yourself with power. You want to know you can trust yourself with prosperity. You want to know you can trust yourself with abundance, that you're trustworthy. Say it with me right now. I trust myself. I trust myself with spiritual power. I trust myself with abundance. I trust myself with prosperity. I trust myself with intelligence flowing through me. I am trustworthy. I am trustworthy. In the here and now. Take a deep inhalation. Release. Deep and pure. Release. Deep and pure. Sustain. A little bit more air in. Suspend it right there for a second. Let your nervous system acclimate itself to trustworthiness, to abundance, to joy. You're getting used to this. Release. And just hear this again. As I said earlier, many people are coded with, if something good happens, something bad's about to happen. Or in continual preparation for the negative thing that's about to happen in life or could happen. But they're not vibrationally prepared for more good than you can imagine. They're not vibrationally prepared for the answered prayer. They're not vibrationally prepared for the gifts that are being bestowed upon us. As we do our anti-gravity work, as we train ourselves towards excellence, then vibrationally, we become prepared for more good. We can hold it. We're not porous. We can hold the energy. The container can hold more of the energy. We become trustworthy. We're good stewards. We can hold the energy of peace and love and harmony and beauty. It's not just passing around us. It is us activated. And we can stand in that. I want you to know it's okay for you to be powerful. It's okay for you to exude confidence. It's okay for you to radiate beauty. It's not just okay, it's a mandate from the Spirit to represent the presence of God. You've come to represent the presence of God, you see. It's not just okay, it is why you are here. Oh my God. Let's turn within for a moment. But while you're standing, you'll sit down in just a second. Just turn within with me for a moment. Hear what has been said. Mental liberation. Your freedom is intrinsic. You are free to discover the giftedness of your nature, activate it, and set it free. All humanity suffers from the inability to see correctly, to see reality. You are waking up to right seeing. It's training day. Keep up. The gravitational pull of the earth, the moon, the suns, and the planets in our solar system is impinging upon you right now. And so you do anti-gravity work. You might do yoga. You might do qigong. You might lift weights. You might do cardio. You might do any form of something that's going to allow the body temple to withstand the onslaught of the gravitational pull. But more importantly, there are thought forms in the world of lack and limitation, scarcity, not enoughness, separation from God. They are lies. Lies masquerading as truth. They must be neutralized in our consciousness, you see. So we do spiritual anti-gravity work. We pray, we meditate, we vision, we proclaim, we declare, we announce, we affirm, we study, we fellowship, we hang out with high and holy people. In other words, conversations that are progressive and that deal with possibility and potential, you see. That's a part of our inner works, why we come to a spiritual community to celebrate the divine presence. And then we discover there's something so beautiful about us. And we never, ever go to sleep without telling our subconscious something beautiful. Even as you sleep, your body's going to heal itself. Even as you sleep, you're going to regenerate and renew. Even as the body is sleeping, you're opening yourself up to more prosperity. Even as the body is sleeping, you're opening yourself up that the Christ may come into full orbed consciousness as your very life. You never ever go to sleep without saying something good, something true, something real to your subconscious mind. And then you'll start to fly. You'll start to fly. Butterfly. You'll start to fly. Hummingbird. You'll start to fly. Eagle. You'll start to fly. Hawk. You'll start to fly. Your conversations will be different. The butterfly has difficulty trying to communicate or teach the caterpillar consciousness, but it can plant seeds and it can demonstrate, it can inspire. So we turn within this moment and we just put your hands over your heart and take a vow with me right now. Say, I vow to train myself towards excellence. This is where I'm going to live. We turn within this moment and we just give thanks to the great power, the great presence, the great love that is everywhere in its fullness. If that's difficult, find something to be grateful for, anything at all. Just let the feeling tone of gratitude emerge. Notice you can have this feeling tone of gratitude even if you don't think about the object that's making you grateful. That's a high state of consciousness. So in gratitude and in thanksgiving and in appreciation, we begin to recognize the great presence that is never in absence, everywhere in its fullness. We begin to feel our connection to this presence. Consciously, we're never separated, but now consciously we are coming into an alignment with the presence that is never in absence, therefore allowing for the word that is to be spoken and is being spoken right now to be a law unto itself that only knows its own unfoldment. I speak this word with the vibration of confidence, knowing that each and every one of us are set free right now, that our divine health reigns supreme, that every organ, action, function of the body temple reveals the celestial body that is perfectly unfolding through our mental body, our emotional body, our physical body, the body of our affairs, reveal the fundamental order and the elegance of the cosmos, and nothing less than that. Something wonderful is happening. Oh, you can say that. Something wonderful is happening. And I'm prepared to accept it. Something beautiful is happening. And I'm prepared to accept it. Something magnificent is happening. And I am vibrationally available for it to happen through me. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks. Feel into that. Take your seats right now. But continue the feeling tone. Continue the feeling tone of such connectivity, such love, such peace, such harmony. Just feel it for just a moment. Just feel it. Feel it for a moment. The feeling provides the healing, you know. That's what we've been saying for 30, 40, 50 years. I've been saying it for 40. Feeling provides the healing.
I am the Spirit. Yeah, I was inside your soul the day that you appeared. My love contains your heart, but will you remember me? This earth you walk upon, it's holy. The breath you breathe is mine. I'm loving you, but will you remember me? When the river's rising and the seas are not calm, and the peace you felt yesterday is nowhere to be found. So you pray to be free and for the burden to subside. Let me tell you, hold on. Pray, yeah. Realize I was inside your soul the day that you appeared, my love. It contains your heart, oh, but will you remember me? This earth you walk upon, it's holy. The breath you breathe, that's mine, and I'm loving you. Oh, but will you remember me? When the river's rising, oh yes, and the seas are not calm, and the peace you felt yesterday, oh, it's nowhere to be found. So you pray to be free and for the burden to subside. Let me tell you, hold on. Children, hold on. Mothers, hold on. Fathers, hold on. Agape, won't you hold on? And we've got to pray, just pray.
Take the hand of the being next to you and feel the power of a spiritual prayer vortex. A prayer that's not based on begging or beseeching, but based on having a realization of that which is real and eternal and true, manifesting in our lives right now.